Hi there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim here to do your reading. It's going to be a next 3-day messages. I hope you guys are doing fabulous today. So let's get into this. If you need a private reading, the information is in the description box below with 3 different types of prices. And just make sure if you get a reading, you put in the notes section that check out what you want to know or ask. And thank you all for the support. So far, it's been great. Okay, so I'm starting off with just a regular tarot first for Taurus. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Devil. Interesting. Page of Wands and the Devil. Capricorn energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So the devil can sometimes represent temptation. Queen of Pentacles, strong Capricorn, can represent temptation or something that we're trying to manifest for ourselves here in the material realm. It can actually signify, abundance. Because whatever it is actually something is fun to do or fun to experience here, and it has to do with like either your possessions, your family possessions, things in the material realm. Something here is coming quite easily to you, whether that be like business, what you do for money or finances, but it may have like there's this fun part of it too. The Page of Wands, there's you having fun, so that's important. Resistance, I saw that one. I saw that. Okay, resistance. It's like holding on to something, not wanting to let something go. The womb in reverse. Here, give me a moment because I'm going to look this up. This is the Forces of Spirit deck. Resistance. Tension, inner opposition, the impulse to push against what's happening. When something inside you refuses to accept a change, a truth, or a direction that life is presenting. This state often appears when transformation is already underway. The more a situation begins to shift, it is strongly resistant, or what is strongly resistant may appear in response. Something within you is pushing back against a change. And then the 73 is in reverse, the womb in the reverse. May indicate impatience with slow growth, disruption of a delicate process, or difficulty allowing something to develop naturally. Okay. So what is that about? Let me get another tarot deck here. What is that? The resistance about, Spirit? What is the resistance about? The Knight of Wands. 6 of Swords in the reverse. There's just a feeling I get of it's like somebody wanting to listen to their intuition, which says, okay, don't hold up resistance. Like release or let go of something. Follow your passion, because there's an energy here that seems to be holding you back, like from a new beginning, an energy that may be holding you back from a new beginning. Oh, I have habit, and I have it in the reverse underneath the Devil energy. Breaking a habit, breaking especially if there is a habit that has caused you to not move forward or progress farther than you have, that it's linked to your finances or your stability within finances. 61 in the reverse. The breaking of old patterns, the realization that a routine no longer supports your personal growth. A routine that does not support your growth. It's something that you've become familiar with, whether this is like a person, or even, it can even be like a job that you become so familiar doing the same thing, but something where we're not growing in that situation. And of course, addictions might be present, or vices. But there's a break, like the breaking of this. I'm going to put that here. So, I mean, I think it's fine, but... Okay, so what else about breaking this habit, or this thing that they have just become accustomed to? Because something's leading you to your calling here. Because something's leading you to your calling, a calling. Something's getting in the way of you, like being at peace, at one with this silence. Are you not allowing the silence or the emptiness? So this calling, this could be guiding you somewhere. You see the lantern, it gives me a feeling of, you know, the star card energy, or the hermit that's carrying the lantern. Because you see this cave. Okay. The inner signal that something meaningful is asking you for your attention. It is the feeling that a certain direction, purpose, or action is inviting you to move forward. Unlike external pressure, a calling emerges from within. It may appear as a persistent idea, a sense of curiosity that refuses to fade, or a feeling that you are meant to move towards something specific. But it says, you know, your inner voice is calling you or telling you. And I think, you know, with the silence too, there is some kind of answer that you will receive here about your calling. Or just messages that you want relayed to you that kind of require this peace, stillness. Yeah, silence representing the pause, the still communication, the space where words have not yet been spoken, reflection, observation, and the power of quiet presence. You may be entering a moment where listening and stillness reveal more than speaking does at this time. See what kind of influence, just curious. With my knowledge of good and evil deck here, we'll see what kind of influence is around. So you're guided into this cave, or you're guided into this like silent space. Breaking an old pattern. Folly. It's like when something messes up and it's it could have been avoided. That's the energy, the influence of this fallen angel, Andras. And the vice, an influence literally of a vice. Or Robus, master number 55. So that is that things could happen, or that could not go in the best way possible because of this vice or habit. And not to mention, there's also something much more powerful or fun here with the Page of Wands. What else do we have for Taurus about this calling, please? Five of Cups. We're still looking on the past. Still looking at something from the past here. The things that we have stood up for. Maybe a specific relationship. We do have 2 cups there. And a need for a fresh new start here. Need for a fresh new start. And I have also a good focus here on a new beginning in regards to like your finances here. So I just see somebody turned around looking at the past, kind of ready to release it with that 3 of Swords in the reverse. It's something here about being shown signs from the universe, synchronicities, that kind of lining up, pointing you in a certain direction. This habit or vice may have been formed to deal with heaviness that you've had in the past, you know, and so something may have served like a purpose or had a point at one time to help you get through something pretty tough, but now it's like you're maybe seeing signs to move in a different direction. Be a shift. There has to be a shift because there's 6 of Swords in the reverse. So there's going to be a shift. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Not feeling like ourselves. I wonder what's going on. There's something like going on here because there's a lot of inner work and inner balance and healing and stuff going on. But I get the feeling of like I just don't feel like myself. Remember, it could be these influences. These are the fallen angels, right, on one side. Then they have the higher order angels. And something here, they're saying that there's... and only take the message if it resonates, you know, with all of these messages. But if it is due to a vice, then it's getting in the way of your intellectual lucidity or being able to perceive clearly, things clearly, right? I just get a feeling of healing going on and a bit out of sorts, not feeling exactly like myself. Let's see what else we get. Let's use the 108 Oracle. Just a different deck. Yeah, you'll find answers. You'll find answers in the silence. Answers of what will help you see clearly, and answers of what was an illusion. A head trip here. It's when it's hard to focus because we know that something has been out of focus to the point where you call it an optical illusion, you know, trickery. Something was not as it seems, or something was making it not as it seems. Corset is held together, boundaries, restriction, prim and proper, holding it together. And it can be an illusion of, hey, I'm holding it together, or I want everyone to know I'm holding it together, when maybe that's farthest from the truth, but it's on its way to inner balance. You're on your way. Give me more here. Be careful or wary of your friends, of who you have as friends around you, the influence that they have around you. Because friends is showing up here, so that's very significant. What the relationships bring to evaluating it. 6347 is out here. A non-kara with unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond, timeless, devoted. Why the friends? Why is the friends coming out? Some are risky. They're saying some are risky, or some of them it's like taking a gamble. Just being with them or just hanging out with them is like taking a gamble, a risk. So yeah, if you feel like that can apply there, then there's the advice. Still says refinement, taste, culture, alcohol, spirits. Oh, that card also means fate, and that there's something that's coming next too. So could be asking you to roll the dice, but I think it's also saying watch out for taking a chance on risky friendships. Risky people. Angel number to close out the reading, please. 222. And I have 66 here. So we'll use it. 222. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you're nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. I am balanced. And we definitely have like a choice option. Different friendships, contracts coming in. 66 says your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you're manifesting your inner desires. I am positive. And that is what I've got for you, Taurus. And I'll see you next time. Sending you love and light as usual. Bye.